Flight boss, bitch. You know. For sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Terry's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And we gonna get into the Friday the 13th full Pisces Moon Flight Tarot card reading for all my goddamn Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants in this motherfucker. And like I said, this energy is gonna be effective all the way into September 23rd, aka us going into autumn and fall, aka us going into Libra season, aka us experiencing Uriel feast season. And we gonna get into your business and career and your love matters. So for the most part, we're gonna dive right in, and then we're gonna come to a general conclusion once I pull one card from the Dragon Oracle. Now here's the thing, we're gonna get into your business and your love matters, but first I gotta tap into y'all motherfucking energies. So for the most part, y'all know, and I'm already slightly there, but let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all like to deal with that 8th house. Y'all deal with all those 8th house type energies. So you know what I'm saying? That's things that's behind the scenes, things that's dealing with secrets. You know what I'm saying? That secret motivation, or them secrets that you keep that no one else needs to know, because if they was to know it, it'll make you feel vulnerable a little bit. But also, you know, things that's behind the scenes, things that's dealing with death, and not just physical death, but giving death to certain feelings and emotions that other, and thought forms that other people that you know may not know you gave death to that yet. So when you come around with a cold mood, they may not understand it, but you understand it. You may be so just beneath the surface, though, you never rise to the surface and get a breath of fresh air to explain it to them in a communicative way that it makes sense. But at the same time, I know. Also getting into motherfucking Pluto. You know, y'all go through all those transformations and power and control issues, and you know that get thrown amongst y'all ruler, which is Mars. So y'all all about intent, will, power, passion, and motivation and desires, and things that make you angry and aggressive when your intent don't get to play out the way that you see fit. And a lot of times you don't put things into actions for it to play out that way, so you be trying to control things from a behind the scenes level and get frustrated with yourself. But let's see how all that energy get played out when it comes into the goddamn business and career energies. Now, business and career, you got 4 spades. 4 represents your thoughts, your ability to analyze things. And when you got it in a spade represents obstacles, cutting out, or opposing. So for the most part, when it comes to business and career, you got thoughts that's opposing, or you may be involved with a bunch of other people that they thoughts oppose yours in some way, shape, or form. But this beginning stages, we don't know yet. We got to finish the story. That's just the first seed planet for all my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants when it comes to your business and career. When it comes to your business and career, you got opposing thoughts, whether you're trying to get out of the job or business and career that you're in at the moment, coming up with thought forms of how to get out of it, aka those are opposing thoughts to the current circumstance that you're in. Or there's people that's involved into the circumstance that got opposing thoughts to you in some way, shape, or form. So you may be dealing with secret haters or something like that, dealing with your business and career or whatever that you do for work or job. Now, also, boom, we got a king of clubs. Now, a king represents giving grand support. So you're externally giving your grand support to something, and it's in a club. Whatever you're giving your grand support to is a square, learning, or a friction scenario. So for the most part, whatever you're giving your grand support to is something that's not really giving you the same gratitude in return. So keep that in mind. Whatever you're giving your grand support to is causing you friction, or it's causing you minor pains, even in some way, shape, or form. Whether you're going broke for someone or something like that, or you're doing things that's out of your nature and it's affecting the business and career in some way, shape, or form. But whatever you're giving your grand support to, it's causing you friction, or it's causing you to learn certain things and things of that nature. And this is why you have opposing thoughts, because you may be opposing whatever you're giving your grand support to at the moment, and you may not know that's what it actually is at the moment. So let's come to the conclusion of this for all my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Ace of clubs. Now, ace represents you. It's always dealing with the individual, and clubs represents learning process or friction or square. So for the most part, you're in a circumstance where you're learning about yourself right now. You're learning about yourself. So for the most part, you're in a situation where you're not blaming others, but you want to blame others. And when these other people are around that you want to blame, you might even act like you're blaming them, and they may even agree to a certain degree, or y'all may even get into certain clashing arguments if they don't agree with being blamed at the moment. But for the most part, you know deep down inside that whatever opposing thought that you have got based upon this grand support that you was given made you learn, and now you're learning something about yourself. So you know that you did this to yourself in some way, shape, or form when it comes to your business and career. And I can't really truly say it's positive because you got all dark cards. See, spades and clubs is dark. That means where there's no life at. So that's where it's cold at. And hearts and trines are red. That means where it's life at. That means it's going to give positive or add on to it in some way, shape, or form. So when you're dealing with something that you have learned about yourself, because you was giving your grand support, and that's where you learned from yourself at. They share clubs. Because you started developing opposing thoughts, how to oppose whatever you was giving your grand support to, because it was putting you into a circumstance or situation to learn about yourself in that negative way. And you wish you could have learned about yourself in a better way, but you had to learn about yourself in this way, which the harder you learn about yourself, the better and more wisdom that you may have had. You may have and accumulate. So for the most part, let's see what zodiac sign that you're actually dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies you need to utilize in order to rectify the situation that you are in. So, for the most part, you got 4 plus 13, that's king, plus 1, ace represent 1, that's 18. So for the most part, numerology, 8 plus 1, that's 9. So you're either dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you're dealing with the 9th house or Sagittarian energy in itself, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, when it comes to your business and career matters. And a lot of signs been getting Sagittarius energy with their business and career. And I think due to the fact of the energies that we are in, those 5 clouds have faded, and now we're going into a circumstance where there's a new cloud being developed, and for some strange reason, this new cloud is being developed and back to supported by Sagittarian energy, and that's what I'm starting to see. So I guess when this full moon phase passed, I will be able to drop a video, because I'll be able to understand the influence that I'm actually receiving as far as information on this new cloud that we're having. But Libras, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant, when it comes to your business and career, yeah, you're actually dealing with Sagittarius energy. So if you're not dealing with a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, you're dealing with 9th house energies itself, which means when it comes to your business and career, you need to learn how to travel, whether internally or externally. Internally is just traveling through thought forms and feelings and emotions that you haven't been, or that you don't usually go to, and actually could understand where another person may be coming from, or where things may be seen where you may think it's going against your nature, but you may have a lack of understanding of that situation at the moment. You may have got fired, or you may have got a pay loss or something like that, and may not understand why it was needed. And it's time for you to take yourself out of yourself and travel internally, as far as to seeing what, when, where, and how, and gain a moral system behind that, so you can put that in a broader light. You have to put your career and something like that in a broader, more optimistic light, in some way, shape, or form. Or you may need to actually travel physically and externally in some way, shape, or form, due to the fact of, whatever business or whatever that you're into as far as your career will be able to accumulate a lot more energy if you was to travel in some way, shape, or form. Or if you could just travel internally, because there may be things you may not be aware of, so you're staying down and you need to be aware of something that you could put it more in an upper, higher light, if you get what I'm saying. Pardon me. And the more you're able to do that, the more you'll be able to rectify your business and career energies. Now let's get into your love matters. For all my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. So your business and career is Sagittarius. So that means you just have to be a little bit more optimistic about things, even if they don't look optimistic. And Scorpios, y'all know, y'all got a habit of always thinking about what's the worst can happen, and actually being in that frame of thought and state of being almost as if it actually did happen. And a lot of times y'all manifest these dark moments for y'all. But a lot of times, if you just take the wisdom and knowledge of what worst can happen, and then lighten your load up, you'll be unstoppable. You'll be an unstoppable ass Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant in this motherfucker. I'm trying to receive these energies and talk at the same time. Let me shut the hell up. Alright, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. Let's see what it comes to your love matters. You have 10 hearts. 10 represents dissension, something that's separated, something that's falling back, something to get detached from. And then we got, or falling down, or feeling misplaced. And we got it in hearts, though. This dissension is a good dissension. Whatever you had to separate from puts you in a state of being of opportunity or support. So whatever you separated from, or descended from, or fell short from the glory of, you actually can see an opportunity or a support out of that. That's almost like, and then we're talking about love matters. That's almost like a situation where you probably was in a relationship, and then you lost a person that you always thought that was perfect, and then as soon as you lost that person, the next person that came into your goddamn corner automatically seemed way more brighter as a light. And then you look at yourself like, damn, I would have never seen that if I was still with this person, and I'm all crying and shit with this person. And that's just an example. When we talk about love matters, this could be anything that you are indulging into and have to learn how to do within moderation at the moment. But that could be a person, place, or thing. But at the lowest vibrational state, in the manifestations, how we see most commonly is actual another relationship with a person. So you descendant in some way, shape, or form, but this dissension from a relationship or a partner is, you actually see the benefits out of it. And y'all Scorpios, y'all probably automatically already in this energy. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, y'all always cheating on somebody or being in a situation where all things went downhill, but you was the first person to see the light. And was happy that everything went downhill because you wouldn't be able to experience the next moment of that roller coaster. So for the most part, let's see what's going on next. Ace of Diamonds. So this is you, and you are a gift within a relationship. You are the diamond. You are the gift. You are the diamond. You are the trine. So when it comes to this, you descended from something because you seen a support, and the support that you seen from the descension was you. You seen the gift within yourself. So this is like a person separating from a relationship because the relationship was taking them off course of themselves, and them separating from a relationship, they're able to put more time and see their own individual gifts in some way, shape, or form. So you're going through a period like right there also, Scorpio. You're going through a ashes and a rise in the phoenix kind of moment right now when it comes to your love matters. Even if you're still in your relationship and you haven't separated from someone, you're learning, you're detaching from certain things within that relationship because you're seeing your own individual gifts in certain ways, shapes, and forms. And you're seeing if you want to help your partner see these things also. But you're in that stage of actually rising to the phoenix where it's not actually complete yet. You're just feeling like, goddamn, I know I'm something more than just this in this relationship. See what I'm saying? And then when it comes into Queen of Diamonds, you got all life right here. You have all death in your motherfucking business and career, but you got all life when it comes to your love matters. So you may be paying more attention to your desires more than your money in some way, shape, or form. But for the most part, when it comes into Queen of Diamonds, Queen represents grand support coming, and a diamond represents this grand support coming in the way of a gift, positivity, or a trine in some way, shape, or form. So for the most part, this decision that happening is coming in a support system, and the support system came as you understanding your own individual gifts. And now that you understand your own individual gifts, you're able to receive this grand support that's coming. And this grand support that's coming is in a positive way. It's not coming in a negative way. It's coming in a trine way, in a way that may be a gift in some way, shape, or form. So for the most part, it's like you're open now. So if you are depressed by anything that you have lost or descended, you need to hang in there, because you need to know once September 23rd leave, you're not going to feel the energy of feeling like you lost something. You're actually going to start seeing everything that's all possibilities and possibilities you could jump into more freely because you're not attached to what you was previously upset about in the first place as far as your love matters. Now let's see what zodiac sign you're dealing with, or what zodiac elemental energies that you're dealing with in general. You see what I'm saying? That you need to rectify these energies, because the better you know how to utilize this energy, the better you'll be able to ride the wave. So you have 10 plus 1 plus 12, because Queen is 12. That's 23. So for the most part, you're numerology 2 plus 3, that's 5. You're dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're either dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or you're dealing with the 5th house or Leo energy in itself. So keep that in mind. And what does that actually mean? We're dealing with Leo energy when it comes into love matters and things of that nature. There may be an attention-seeking problem going on right here, where someone is being too dramatic, someone is over-characterizing things, being too expressive, or it's a circumstance, a situation where certain things are being blown up for no certain reason, and there's a lot of stubbornness and consistency being thrown here. So there's a way of needing to express oneself in this area, and within our love matters, express more creativity, express more fun and enjoyment, more light beat, more child energy, more youthful energy in that area when it comes to your love matters. Otherwise, things is going to go downhill. So if you don't know how to rectify the Leo energy because you're squaring it as a Scorpio, then it may put you into a situation where you may have to learn how to utilize the Leo energy, be a little bit more expressive. And you don't like to express your emotions and feelings, especially if it's not called for, because that's a putting, like, showing your hand or being vulnerable in certain ways. So we know Mars don't like that. So at the same time, you have to learn how to ease up a little bit and learn how to kind of let your ego shine, and don't let your ego be in the dark, and don't let your ego, aka rise to be a phoenix, but still show it to everyone else as it being still ashes. That's a person that wants something but scared to ask for what they want, or do things to cater to it because there's no one else catering to the energy first. Where sometimes you have to spark the initial energy first, and fixed signs don't know how to do that a lot of times. And when it comes into your love matters right here, being in this scenario, you need to understand how to kind of calculate that energy a little bit. So yeah, keep that in mind, because you got Sagittarius, and you're dealing with a lot of fire energy itself. So keep that in mind also. So you're dealing with an energy where there's secrets that need to be expressed. Certain secrets are no longer supposed to be secrets. These things need to be expressed, or certain vulnerabilities or certain desires that you want. These things are needed to be expressed, because for the most part, like I said, you have this up here, which a lot of signs was getting Sagittarius as far as their business and career, and then you got Leo as your love matter. So for the most part, you're dealing with a lot of fire energy, a lot of expression. So there's a lot of over expressive people around you also, that they may be expressing certain things, but due to you being a Scorpio and your lack of ability to express as open and freely as them, is causing hindrance in circumstances that you actually want to manifest, whether that's dealing with a person, place, or thing. So the Sagittarius and Leo energy, let's see what kind of let's see what dragon, let's see what you need to be paying attention to rectify these energies. Now, for the most part, a dragon is a viewpoint, something how you see things, your idea, your conscious awareness, your conscious, your chakra. You see what I'm saying? Now, the kind of dragon I pull, the card I pull, rather the color of the dragon and the title of the dragon is going to be what you need to be seeing. What kind of, because your ability to see is the dragon, and what you need to be seeing is whatever color or whatever title this dragon have, and that's gonna. And once you see that realm of reality and learn from it, that's going to be the energy you can utilize to be able to rectify the Sagittarius energy for your business and career, and this Leo energy for your love matters. Oh shit, we got one. Boom. This is you got gold and silver, violet, flame, dragon. Now, dragon is your ability to see. So this is what you need to be seeing. As a dragon, your ability to see, you need to be seeing gold and silver, violet, flame. So for the most part, gold represents solidifying a chakra, so solidifying an idea. So an idea that you want to manifest, you need to solidify yourself on whatever creative attribute that's on. That's what you need to be focusing on. You need to see whatever you creatively got and start to solidify that, start to practicalize that, make sense out of it, so it can shine in this realm of reality like it's gold. Also, and silver, when we talk about, and violet, you know, violet is a color of purple and shit like that, and kind of like a light violet blue. But for the most part, when we talk about gold and silver being within that, silver actually means the reflection of gold. So for the most part, this means being self-reflective too. So whatever creative attribute that you dive into, make sure it's self-reflective. Make sure it's self-reflective off your own individuality, and it's not something else that someone else already made gold. It has to be your own individuality, and that may get scary. And as a Scorpio, y'all go through a lot of these scary scenarios. So gain power and control over your creativity and being comfortable with expressing it, whether it's seen right or wrong to others, or whether you're going to have to feel vulnerable or not. And by it being violet, that means it being related to in a communicative way in some way, shape, or form. So don't be scared to talk to people about what's going on internally. You know, start to pay attention to those dark areas that you be scared to bring to the surface. Pay attention to that, and start to focus in on why you don't bring them to the surface. And then you'll start to see how petty it is, because you will start to come up with certain words that doesn't have to actually fully express it to the full potential, but it could slightly spark certain conversations from others that you are involved in, and then due to their body language and how they say certain things, it'll be just enough a percentage level of what you need to actually see if what you're getting ready to express is petty or not, as far as the deepness you be going in depth as a Scorpio. And that's all, folks. God damn it.